So our session is being recorded, right? So let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
I'm seeing your face. I can't see your screen.
You see my screen now. Can you see it now?
Yes, yes, I can.
Okay, great. So I'm going to, whenever you want to um, work on a data set and you want to, what's it called? You want to just do data practice, and you know definitely you're going to need data set to work with, right?
Yes.
So there are sites online that you can go on to get free data sets. Do you understand? So the first of those sites is Kaggle. So you can see kaggle.com. So you can note, hope you are noting this from your end.
Yes.
So if you come to this Kaggle, Kaggl, once you come to Kaggle, you can easily something is wrong. You can easily get free data sets that you can just use to do your practice. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So this is what the interface looks like. When you come here, you see the home competition. You can see data sets, right?
Yes.
So just click on data sets. So you will see the data set on different conversation. You can see
Okay.
computer science data sets on free data on education, classification, computer vision, NLP, data visualization, pre-trained model. So you can just come to this search bar and let's say okay, one data set on okay Excel functions. Okay, so well cleaned data set using, so then just click on this so that you can always use it to practice. You can once you click on download, it will download on your end, so you can always access it, right? So just click on download data set, so that way you have the data set. Okay, let me sign in, right? So you already know what to do from this point. It just download automatically to your computer, so you can access it as an Excel file, so you can see it as downloaded. If I open this up now, open up archive, Titanic. This is one of the most popular data set online. No? That Titanic, Oshamo movie Titanic,
Yes.
the data set of those that died in that when it happened in real life. So
Wow.
it's their data set is available online. So people just use it for different kinds of analysis, right? So if you open up the data set, you will see. If you open up the data set, you would see um, passenger ID, P class, fair one, their age, their family, their sex, blah blah blah. There are about how many rows there? How many columns rather? About up to AS. That is A to Z 26. Then to S again 19. That's like about 45 rows. And how many 45 column rather? How many rows? Up to 419 rows, right? So but back to the conversation, back to this class, right? What are we trying to achieve in this class? According to our syllabus, we have to look at the simplest Excel functions, the first of which is sum. You already know how to use sum, right? So let's say in this data set now, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Let's say in this data set, okay, this is a column that speaks to the fare. By fare, I think what I suppose that what fare means there is like the amount paid, or the ticket fee that was paid by the passengers. That's what I suppose it means, right? So let's edit it to fit in what we want to say. Let's call it transport fare, right? Just for the sake of our class. So let's say you want to get the total amount that was generated, right, for everybody here. If you scroll down to the very bottom and you do is equal to sum, right? And you highlight the entire column. Of course, you will get, you should get the value for all. So, but the reason why now, but what did you notice from what you just did? Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you.
What did you notice? If you look at the screen, you see that we didn't get the required answer.
Yes.
Exactly. So the reason why that happened is the moment you do is equal to sum and you click on the entire column C, right? You will notice that you have also referenced the cell where you are writing the formula, right?
Okay.
So that's why. So if you look at the error it brought out, okay, it's not even bringing out another error for us again. So, but the reason why it is not working is because it is called self-referencing. You are writing a formula, and inside that formula you are referencing the cell that you are using to write the formula. It won't work. Do you understand? So that's something that you should pick. So rather than go that route, it's better for you to highlight from the first cell that you want to add to the last cell that you want to add. So you can just do from cell 419, then scroll up that way, right? Close the bracket. You can see that that's giving you your sum now, right? So you can see the scenario where your formula will not work. If you reference the cell where you are writing the formula, it's not going to work. Do you understand? So that's for sum. We have an example where you are going to apply all of this. So how about what if you want to get the average of all the transport fares paid, right? So what do you do when you want to get the average?
Can you said what?
If I say, okay, fine, this is the transport fare paid by 419 customers or passengers, right? And I say you will help me ascertain the average amount paid to all the passengers. What will you do?
The average, that means the half of them.
So okay, let me break it down. If we have 5 friends and the first friend is 20 years old, the second friend is 25 years old, the third friend is, let's say 3 friends, the third friend is 28 years old. What's the average? The average, I will not ask you, I'm going to tell you. The average of our age is 20 plus 25 plus 28 divided by 3. Ọ̀rẹ́ mẹ́ta ni, we are 3 friends. So the average of our age has to be divided by 3. If we are 10 friends too, we add our age together and divide it by 10. Do you understand? So, but in this case, there are 419 customers or passengers. We want to get the average fare that they paid. How do we do that? We add all the fare that they paid together, right? And divide it by what?
And divide by 3.
No. And divide by what? We have 419 passengers. So divide by what?
We have 419
passengers, yes. So divide by 419.
Okay.
Yeah. So for us to get the average, it is possible for you to use sum. Look at what I'm doing. Can you see the formula where I'm writing it?
Yes.
So I'm saying is equal to sum. I'm opening my brackets. I'm highlighting all the transport fare paid. You can see can you see where my cursor is?
Yes.
So whenever you are writing a formula, whatever you are writing there will be reflecting in this bar on Excel. Do you understand?
Okay.
So you can close the bracket and do You know that if I run it like this, what will I get? I will get the addition of all of those cells, Rabi,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
which is what we did before. But now we want to get the average. What would we do? Divided by what?
The average is, that means, um, average will be 209 or so.
No. The average is the addition of everything divided by 419. There are 419 passengers. Don't forget. Are you with
Yes,
me?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So divided by 419. So you can see that the average is 35.49. So that is one way to calculate average. Do you understand this?
Yes,
So, but there's also a formula. There's a formula for average itself. So instead of going through the sum function, there's a formula for average. So all you need to do is equal to AV. You can see that. Can you see everything that have popped up?
yes, yes, average.
Average.
Yes.
So just click on
AV.
average. Place your cursor on average and click on tab on your system. Right? So now that you have clicked on average, you can go ahead and highlight all the numbers that you want to get the average for. Do you get? So just click on C419 and scroll to the top, right, and then close the bracket and hit enter. What did you notice?
Wow, it gave me the average.
Yeah, exactly.
It's calculate everything from me at once.
Exactly. So instead of going through is equal to sum everything divided by 419, there's a formula already for average.
So I think I prefer this one. This is a short.
Exactly. This one is
shortcut.
it is direct. No, you are right. It is direct. So I deliberately showed you the first one to show you the difficult route or the stressful route, and then also wanted to show you the easier route, right?
Yeah.
So the first simple function that we learnt, or simple formula that we learnt, is the sum formula or the sum function, and the second one is the average function, right?
Okay.
So we also learn the maximum function. So what do you mean by maximum? If I say for example, I want to know the highest amount paid for TIFE during this event. So I want to know who paid the highest amount for TIFE. You can see that their TIFE was not the same thing, right?
Yes.
So let's know who paid the highest amount. How would you get that?
So I will search for the highest number.
So how will you search? You know that one way to go about it is by if you highlight on this, if you highlight on cell C2 and you right click and then you scroll down, you go to sort. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
You go to sort, and what can you see there? What's the first thing you can see there?
Sort to the smallest to largest.
What's
Sort
the
largest to smallest.
So if you click on sort largest to smallest, look at what will happen. It's going to bring, you can see that it has brought the largest number in that column up, right?
Okay.
Exactly. So now you know that based on what we have here now, we can tell that the highest amount paid for transport fare was how much? 512.
512, 320.
0.3292.
2329, yes.
Exactly. So, but this is not the way to go about it. Why? Because in order to get a value, you have disrupted your data set. This is what the data is supposed to look like, right?
Yes.
But because you've now sorted, because you've sorted, this is what the data looks like. Your sum total is now up, which does not make sense. Do you understand? So
Yes.
that's the essence of the formula for calculating the maximum number or the highest number. All you need to do is equal to there's a function called max. Can you see it?
Yes.
Exactly. So if you right click, so this max. Now another thing I want you to pay attention to is under this. Can you see the cell where I'm writing the formula?
Yes, I can.
Under that cell, what can you see there? You can see
Number
one.
one, number two,
Exactly.
brackets.
Dot. That means it's saying that you should be imputing the number that you want it to calculate the maximum for. So let's say you are comparing your age to Temiti's age, right? If you put, let's say if you put 45 in your age and you put 75 in Temiti's age and you put the two of them inside this bracket, what will it do? It's going to return Temiti's age as the maximum. That means Temiti's age is the highest age, is the higher age. Do you understand? So similarly, now we want to get the highest age, the highest transport fare in this column C. What do? We've written max. So let me exemplify what I'm saying. Let me use just two numbers. I'm going to use cell C418 and C419. So let me click on those two. Can you see what I'm doing?
Yes.
So
C418 and C419.
Yes. So I've not clicked on enter.
Yes.
So before I click on enter, what do you think the answer will be? Which one do you think will be the highest number?
So the highest will be the 419. C419.
Exactly. So if I click on it, you can see that that's what it brought out. Can you see? Exactly.
Yeah.
So it means that you are right. But now we want to calculate for the entire column. So we'll do is equal to max, right? So then highlight everything, then close your bracket and hit enter. So it means, so can you see that answer that we got when we sorted? Yeah, can you see that that's what we are still getting now? Do you understand? So, and finally, let's close out with this. We not do anything this night. We are just touching edges. So we are just introducing. So, what if you want to calculate the smallest transport fare?
Okay.
You know that similarly you could have said come to this place, right click
and
right click, sort smallest to largest. You can see that it will give you 0. If you need an actual number, it will give you 3.1708. But it has reformed the nature of the data set rather, which is not what you want. So undo what you have done, right, and come down, go down again. So come to this place. There's a formula for that, or there's a function for that rather. I don't know why I keep mixing up function and formula. Is equal to min, which is minimum. Can you see it?
Okay.
So I want you to read this. I hope you are noting it, Sha. So
yes, I am.
Okay. Well, the session is recorded. Yeah, exactly. So beside min, what can you read?
Return to the smallest
Number in a set of values.
So,
logical values and text. So it means that this function will return the smallest value. So similarly, earlier on we said want to compare 418 to 419. So if you do 418, what do you think the answer will be now?
It will break the smallest.
Which is what? Which is what?
The smallest, which is.
Look at this. Look, we are comparing 418 and 419. Look at the screen.
So that's 8.05.
Thank you very much. So you are correct. So, but in this case now we don't want only 418 and 419. So let's wipe that off and say it's equal to minimum, right? So let's highlight the entire column and hit enter. Oh, why? What is wrong? What is wrong? Okay. So if you go back to what we let me quickly try something. Let me quickly try something. Be sure. There's always room for. No, it's not giving us error. It's not giving us error.
Okay.
In this column, we actually have 0. We actually let's filter and see. We actually have 0. You can see there is 0 actually.
Yes.
There's 0 actually. So there was somebody that did not pay any fare at all.
Okay.
So now I'm going to give you an assignment. Where you have a data set like this, and you want to you understand everything we've done in this class. Of course, you can also go back to the video. I'm going to be sharing the link to the video. Okay?
Okay.
So, but where you have a data set like this, and you want to use the minimum, this same thing that we have done, you want to use the minimum function, but you want to tell Excel that if you see 0 as the smallest number, ignore it.
Okay.
Give me the smallest real number. 0 is nothing. Do you understand?
Yes.
So if there was somebody that paid in this, let's rationalize it. If there was someone that paid 2 naira and there was someone that paid nothing, don't talk to me about the person that paid nothing, Excel. Talk to me about the person that paid the smallest, which is 2 naira. So that will be your assignment. So I want you to rack your brain, right, around that. So by tomorrow evening, inshallah, there'll be light. So tomorrow evening would take it up from here. So of course that will be a lengthier class. We have a class for an hour tomorrow.
Okay.
So but because of time, you are somebody's wife. So please, thank you very much
my
for.
battery is even running. I'm in 8% already.
Okay. So I hope you're able to learn something.
In fact, I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Alright.
I will still go back to this class and.
Okay. Alright. So thank you very much for being present. I'll send this link also to Trinity and other members of the team. Alright, you're welcome. Peace and love. Good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night, sir.